In the hierarchy of exercise that everyone should be doing to not just make solid gains, but live a more fruitful life, it's hard to put anything above the almighty squat. But as we age past 40 and things start to hurt from the moment we swing our feet out of bed for no apparent reason, the question must be asked: should squats be omitted from our workout plan altogether? Today, I'm going to answer that, as well as hook you up with a killer lower body focused kettlebell routine that'll boost strength, size, stamina, symmetry, balance, and muscularity, all while helping to keep you on the strict time budget that life and your wife is keeping you on. So, first off, let me say this about not just the squat, but practically all of the fundamental movements and exercises that hit practically your entire body. Although there's no such thing as, let's say, a bad exercise, there is the problem of poor execution and poor exercise choice based on individual limitations as well as individual goals. So whereas, let's say, a power lifter who has an intimate level of knowledge on how to properly prepare for and execute a heavy barbell squat most definitely should be squatting with heavy weight on his back to prepare for his goal of a future competition, the average businessman who spends all day at the desk and has limited thoracic, hip, and ankle mobility and no goal to max out in competition has absolutely no reason to squat like that. Not in general, just like that with a bar bending load on his back. It's truly a case-by-case, individual goal-based situation when we're talking whether or not people should squat. The truth is, although I have much love for squatting with barbells in both a posterior and anterior loaded fashion, I will say that unless you have a goal of competing in some type of performance lifting based event, say powerlifting, strongman, or Olympic lifting competition, there are better options out there that will still yield some solid size, strength, and stamina gains without putting you at higher risk of either chronic or acute injury like a barbell squat can. And in my opinion, the kettlebell goblet squat is a perfect example of this. Not only does it allow for you to squat even if you have limited mobility in trouble areas that persist because of sitting down at a desk all day like a lot of us guys have, but it actually helps solve those problems for you via what's called reactive neuromuscular training. You see, by performing the squat with a kettlebell or dumbbell in the anterior loaded goblet position, your entire core, everything that surrounds your spine, must engage to keep the weight from pulling you forward into extreme thoracic flexion that eventually leads to you needing to dump the weight. So during this process of tightening up your core and packing your shoulder girdle via retraction and depression of your scapula or your shoulder blades, you're actively encouraging the type of thoracic extension that helps nail down spine neutrality during the squat itself, and during this process, strengthening the areas that lie dormant all day while sitting at the desk in this hunched over position. So it's essentially what I like to call an autocorrect exercise that remedies the problem that you inadvertently create throughout the day. And this same reactive neuromuscular training principle that helps rewire the way we execute the squat to yield better pain-free results with it can be further utilized by adding a hip band around our knees during this goblet squat. You see, by adding this band around our knees that will want to pull your knees inward into a state of external hip rotation, you'll auto-correct by pushing your knees out into a position of internal hip rotation so that the squat can receive ample recruitment from your posterior muscles, your hamstrings and your glutes, as well as your quads. So look, I know it's easy to hate on exercises that may legitimately bring some level of discomfort your way when doing them, but remember too, you may be part of the reason why that exercise is causing pain in the first place. And the squat is a great example of this situation. Again, my opinion is that the squat isn't the enemy here and shouldn't be treated as such. You just need to make sure that you program the right type of squat that best reflects your goals as well as your specific capabilities and limitations. Now, enough talking, let's get to today's killer lower body focused kettlebell strength circuit. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's kettlebell squat and lunge routine. If you did and want more like it that help improve the speed, degree, sustainability, and overall pain-free nature of the results that you're looking for while sticking to a strict daily time budget, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button so I know I'm providing you guys with the content you're looking for from me here. Subscribe and tap the alert icon so you get notified the instant I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you have not done so already, then please make sure you join the now over 1,400 men just like you who are hungry for gains, yet short on the time they can invest daily to achieve them by starting the Kettlebell Warrior 30-Day Challenge for free via visiting the registration page on either the first link you see in the description box or the pin link in the comment section that you see down below. This rapid 30-day fat loss and strength boosting plan is 100% free of charge. It's effective, and it's something I can promise will not just improve your physique, but your mindset as well. So to access every module that comes with it instantly, just visit one of those two links below and you can get started on it right now. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. Chandler.